Hello, welcome back to Anchored Life with Kaale. Today I want to talk about how to support someone with mental health issues because it is so prevalent that people today are struggling with their mental health, myself included. I've been very open in the past videos about my mental health, and I know that unless you've been in that situation and have been through some of these same things, that you don't really understand what it's like because you haven't been there. But I know that there's people who want to be able to support their loved ones but just don't know how. I want to share some of the things that I think would be really helpful for people to know when they are supporting people in their mental health. So let's get into it. Long before I ever had a panic attack, I was in a situation where I was with a friend and they were having a panic attack and I was the only other person around, and I had no idea what they were going through and no idea what I could do to support them. Fast forward to when I started having panic attacks. At first, I didn't even know what it was. I felt this really tight closing of my throat and my lungs, and it felt like it was really hard to breathe, and I felt kind of nauseous, and I just had to lay down, and I was just trying to catch my breath, and it was really scary, and I didn't know what it was, but I kind of suspected that it was a panic attack, but when you've never had one before, you just don't know. But I had been working in the ER and I had seen people who had come in thinking they were having a heart attack, and we treated them and did all the tests and everything, and they weren't having a heart attack. So it was like, okay, you're probably just having anxiety. And so that was my experience knowing about panic attacks, was this friend who had one and then seeing people thinking they were having a heart attack. So obviously it's quite a serious feeling if you feel like you're having a heart attack and you need to go to the hospital when you have one. It is a really scary experience not being able to breathe, and there's nothing really that you can do. Once you're having a panic attack, you're in it and you just have to wait it out. So for me, sometimes I'll feel like pre-panic attack feelings where I start feeling like a little nauseous and maybe my throat feels a little closed up a little bit. So that's when I will stop and I will just sit down and start taking some nice calming deep breaths, praying, helping myself to relax. And if I can catch it early enough, it's weird to say it like that, but I can often, now that I'm more experienced with dealing with my mental health, I can get rid of the panic attack from actually full on coming on. But when it says on, it is on, and you can just wait for it to be over, unfortunately. Usually when I've had panic attacks in the past, I was by myself or my husband was around. And really what I wanted from my husband in that time when I was having an attack was just to be there and just to let me know that he was supporting me and he was behind me. Because like I said, there's nothing that he could do to make it go away. And just being there, knowing someone supports you is such an important feeling for someone who's feeling like everything is just crashing in on them. So if you're around someone who's having a panic attack, just be calm and quiet, and if you guys are both comfortable with it, maybe put a hand on their back or something like that. If they're not good with that, then don't do that. But you just want the person to know that you are there for them through this really scary situation. Biscuit, you're being noisy. Yeah. My little recording buddy here, he's not really helping by staying quiet, right? Yeah, and just licking the cardboard. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Maybe someone close to you isn't having panic attacks, but they are having anxiety and/or depression. I would say that the best thing that you can do for them is just to listen to them, not judgmentally, and just let them know that they are loved. For me, that is just one of the most important things. When I've been sharing my struggles, sharing my pain, when I'm going through rough stuff, I just want to know that the people around me don't see me as a burden, that they still love me and support me, and that I still have value and I still have worth, even though I have this part of my life that is trying to drag me down. So make sure that your loved one knows that they are important, that they are heard, and that their issues are important, and that you care about what they're saying, that you're not just tossing them aside. People want to know that you are listening and that you hear them and that you're not just tossing their pain aside or thinking it's unimportant. They want to know that what's important to them is important to you too. So just make sure that is the message that you are giving off through your body language, through the time that you are spending with them, the things that you say. I follow Dr. Caroline Leaf on Instagram, and I recently saw this great post she had, which is very appropriate for this. So this is a few different things that you can text to someone who is going through some very serious anxiety or depression, just some practical things that you can say to be there for someone. So I'm going to read them to you. The first one is there anything I can help you with? What can I do for you in this moment? Second one is, I'm not going anywhere, I'm here for you. Third, you are not alone, we will get through this together. I still love you so much and don't look at you differently. I love that one because as someone who in the past has felt like anxiety has taken away part of my life, it's so great if someone could say, you are still whole, you are still so valuable, and there is nothing missing from you. You are still amazing. So I love that one. Number 5 is take your time to catch your breath. I'm not going anywhere. It's just giving them the freedom to do what they need to, and just that they know that you're still going to be there at the end. Number 6 is I may not understand what you are going through, but I'm here to support you however I can. 7 is you are so loved, special, and strong. I'm proud of you. I'm gonna post this on my Instagram as well because I think that is just a really great list of just non-judgmental, open, loving, and accepting things that you can say to someone, because I know we have all been there where you know someone that's going through something really hard and you just don't have the words for it. You're like, what do I say? This is really awkward. I feel like I want to be there for them, but I just don't know what to say. Here's a list of things for you that you can say to this person in this moment. So hopefully that's helpful for you. I think that it's always a good idea to make sure that someone who is struggling with their mental health is being seen by a professional, because as much as we can love people and support them as their friends and their family, ultimately we need professionals to step in and do what only they can do as well. So if your loved one hasn't seen a health professional yet or been to their doctor, I would recommend that you suggest that to them in a very kind way, and you help them make any appointments or find the right person for them if they are feeling overwhelmed by that task. And just a note, if you are trying to get help for your friend, who is an adult, I might add, and they are just absolutely refusing to get professional help, or they are making decisions that are really not good for their mental health, and you can see that if they don't want to change, I just want to remind you as their friend or their family member that you can only do so much. So they are an adult and they are going to make their own decisions. And I know that sometimes as the outside person, we can see maybe a little more clearly just from an outside perspective of what's going on and what changes need to be made. But sometimes people don't want to make the healthy choice for themselves. I see this a lot at work as a nurse. I see a lot of people that make a lot of bad decisions for their health, and you can see that it is negatively affecting them, and they know better, and you tell them, but they just don't make that change. So as the friend or the family member who is trying to help someone and they're refusing to change, they're refusing to get help, my advice is that you just need to let them do their thing. You can't force someone to make the changes that they need to be healthy. It has to be coming from them. All you can do is support them. You can encourage them to get the help that they need and be there for them. Keep loving them. Let them know that you're not leaving. But you can't force them to do these things, even though sometimes we just want to because we want the best for them. You did offer the help, you are being there. That is all you can do. So when supporting mental health of people around you, the important thing is just to listen and let them share if they want to, even if you don't understand what they're talking about. Being an open ear and a comforting presence for them is just gonna make all the difference. And make sure that you reinforce their value. So reminding them that they have worth and potential, and their struggle doesn't change that. And the good thing in all of this is that there is hope. The seasons don't last forever. Rough times don't last forever. I can attest to that. I was in a super dark season with my anxiety just clouding every aspect of my life. And now I'm in a season where my mind feels clear and I feel joyful and happy and I can enjoy the things in my life. One of my friends said that to me too, that she had also gone through a season of just depression and anxiety taking over all the joy from her life. And she said that she has experienced that there is hope. Even in the middle of the darkest times, there is hope. You can get through this. You will get through this. And so whether it's you or someone that you know that is going through a rough time right now with their mental health, just remember that there is hope. If you found this video to be helpful, please hit like and let me know down in the comments. And if there's anything you'd like me to get more in detail about on this subject, just let me know down in the comments. I love to hear your feedback. If you have a friend that you think could benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. I release new helpful videos each week, so I will see you guys soon.